Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Probably not going to be able to get this up until Thursday, but that's because it's about 10 o'clock when I'm filming this. I've been working since 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm spent, guys. Enjoying a amazing. Let's see if you can see the clarity on that. Let me try to. Alright, it's pretty clear. Not the best lighting down here, but this is my man cave. The idea is when I kill all the lights, it's pitch black. That's why we painted it this navy blue. It's perfect for watching movies. I love this room, but it's not the best for lighting. And with all the kids' crap, it's the only solace I have. Even though I don't know if you can see, there's kids' crap here, 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 here. As soon as you have kids, you got crap everywhere. It's my jalapeno ale or jalapeno lager. Ooh, got a little jalapeno in that one. I like that. I might add a little Tabasco there. I don't think I'll do that. That might be a little much, but man. That is good. That is a good beer. So, what I wanted to get into today was my SJ Pour Experiment Grains. So, anyone who gets my beer during the competition, my beer truly is an experiment. I've never done a stout before or a porter. That's what I haven't decided yet what category this falls into. And if you've seen some of my earlier videos, you've seen what I've been talking about. It seems like the lines have kind of been, mixed together. There is really no line anymore of what's a porter, what's a stout. It's kind of like with pale ales and IPAs nowadays. Sometimes you'll have a pale ale that you're like, damn, there's a lot of shit going on in there. That's a lot of hops. How is that a pale ale? But it is what it is. So everybody knows the base malts you have to have. What I'm going to do is go through the other malts I have. And what I'm thinking is this is going to be my base mix. And what I want you guys to do, whoever gets my beer, is to tell me what you think. Like, okay, there's too much caramel. Pull back on that. Or, you know what? I got a hint of that chocolate taste, but I want more. So that's really what I want from you guys. So I'm not in it to win, really. I know the whole Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last, but I'm just trying to start with a recipe, kind of see what you guys think, and then if it works really great, and if I think you guys gave me good advice, and the next batch comes out amazing, I plan on reshipping it out to all the people who gave me advice and telling me what to do. Unless the advice was completely stupid, like, put a sock in there, or throw some clovers in there, or something stupid like that. As long as it's real, positive and what's the constructive criticism, I'll shoot you guys back out some samples. But let's go through what I have first. I have some organic roasted barley. So let's see. Smell-wise, very fresh. I like that. Intriguing. I don't think I've ever used roasted barley before in anything. My next, some Breeze Organic chocolate malt. I mean, how the hell am I going to tell if it's organic or not? By the time I get it, it's completely black. They could have sprayed the shit out of this with pesticides. I got no idea. The key thing when smelling is not to breathe back in. That's what I've learned. I smelled some of these the other day, and I was like, smells almost pizza-y. And my wife reminded me, you just had pizza, you idiot. This chocolate is really, it's really just, it's got that like 100% pure, no sugar added, almost like cacao, is what it smells like. And then, let's see, I should have a couple more. Here we go. So, the idea is I'm shooting for like a smoked caramel porter. So, to get there, I have Caramel 60, 1 pound. FYI, the barley and the organic chocolate was 1 pound each. That's why I said this is kind of like a base recipe, and I'm going to tinker with from there. 1 pound of Caramel 60, 1 pound of Caramel 80, 1 pound Caramel 120. So now let's do a taste test and see, or smell test. This is the 120. Got a bit of a caramel smell to it, definitely. Here's the 60, so I think this is a good comparison because it's going to be from one spectrum to the other. Yeah. You know, I think you can tell a difference. I think you really can. There's a lot more caramel in the Caramel 120. And a little bit more of a, definitely a roasty flavor. So this is the 80, so this should be back towards the other side. You know what's shocking is, I think I almost pick up more of a caramel smell from the 80, and I guess that's because the 120 is just a little bit more roasted. But, it's good. I like it. I've never used this before, but, you know, I guess once you've used one caramel, you've probably, you've seen them all. And then this one, I can already smell it through the bag, but let's see if I can get a good shot of it. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can read that. That is my Breeze Cherrywood Smoked Malt. So this is what I'm hoping is going to get me that smoked flavor. Holy shit. That smells like almost... Oh, that smells like a smoker. Like and not like a, smoker, but that smells like a meat smoker right there. That is amazing. You could pick it up through the bag. Even these bags are supposed to be airtight, but you could smell it through the bag. It's just there. That presence is there. And the funny thing about it, I'm using 1 pound. When I was formulating this recipe, I was looking online, and some people were saying to get this smoked, to get that taste there, you have to use at least 5 pounds of smoked. If I used 5 pounds of that, I think it would taste like I poured liquid smoke in the beer. I mean, I think it'd just be too much. So, I know, let me know what you guys think. I'm brewing this weekend, so I can't add anything to my recipe. I can only subtract from here. So if you have any ideas, like right now off the top, if you think, hey, that's too much caramel, or maybe half of the chocolate or half of the roasted barley, or, whatever you guys think, let me know. I'll take any criticism, anything you guys think. I'll make changes, but I think that's what I'm going to stick to. Unless I hear otherwise. Holy shit, that's a good beer. This is also a response to my man Puka. I also want to do a shout out to Puka. He just sent me a thing about his pale ale. I looked it up. Man, that looks good. And a lot of hops in there. I like that. Not a ton of malt. I also like that too. I think you actually stayed true to a pale ale recipe. I'm definitely trying to take in as many recipes as I can get, because after I brew the SJ Pour, I'm brewing a smash beer, and then after that it's kind of up in the air. But I am sitting on about, I guess, 48 pounds, or no. I made a beer. Shockingly, I made a beer. I'm trying to think which beer I made already, and if I used 4 pounds or 8 pounds of a two-row. But I've already used some of my 50. I went out and bought 50 pounds. So I have at least 40 pounds that I need to use. So whatever recipe I do, I want to use basically a shit ton of two-row. And the reason I say that is, the fresher the two-row, the better. So since I bought so much of it, I want to use it on big beers that I'm willing to let age. Because the fresher the ingredients, the better. And if I'm going to let it sit and age, because with the summer coming up, I'm going to want a lot of lighter beers. But, and with that being said, I'm going to use a lot less two-row. But I got a shit ton of two-row. I need to use it up. It's kind of poor planning on my part to buy so much, especially with, summer beers coming and using a lot less grain in summer beers. So what I'm thinking is, okay, well, why don't I brew a bunch of big-ass beers and then just let them sit. Let them sit in my basement and ferment and just kind of do their thing. And then by the time, see, October comes around, or August, September, when I'm kind of like, all right, let's have some heavier beers, these beers will be ready. They would have been well-aged and good to go. So I'm thinking possibly some barley wines, or some double IPAs, or at least some really big IPAs, stuff like that. So even though I'd like to do some lighter summer beers, I don't know if I will right now, just because I've got that two-row and I need to use it up. So, I guess what can you say? First world problems. But I'm gonna go enjoy this beer. Probably watch some Justified. You guys take it easy. And again, Puka, thanks for sending that recipe. Thanks for all my subscribers. Thanks for everyone doing the SJ Pour, and of course, thank you SJ Pour for setting it up. If there is one man who's got the clout to set something up this big, it's you, my man. So, as I exited last week, peace and chicken grease.